Mercy Village Church D group is Wednesday night. That's tomorrow night as I'm recording this at 6:30. If you need childcare, we would love for you to register so we can be prepared for that. You can register through the app. Just find upcoming events, find D group, and all the registration info will be in there on the app. Safe Space is Thursday at 6. D group is at 6:30 Wednesday. Safe Space, they're talking about identity in Christ. The ministry of Mercy Village Women is Thursday at 6. So those two things are coming up this week and just in the next couple of days. I want to follow up with on our member meeting for our members. That'll be a separate communication, but be looking for that. You should be receiving an email later this week for those of you who weren't at the member meeting. Or even those of you that were there, and just kind of a recap of what we talked about at that member meeting. One of the things we did, and it's what I'm most excited about, is kind of began to talk about what's coming out of a SWOT analysis that the deacons and elders did towards the end of 2023, assessing the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats to the organization, the church that is Mercy Village Church. And so we will soon be rolling out in detail our vision for 2024 and 2025. But it's summed up like this. On one side, we want to be people who will be here to be built up. And then on the other, at the same time, be people who are bought in to build out. So be here to be built up, and buy in to build out. So the idea of being here is twofold. It's yes, about the prioritization of what ministry is happening at Mercy Village Church, in particular Sunday morning, and other discipleship opportunities. We're going to call us as a church to be there when we can. That's the question that we asked at the member meeting. It's not about being there a specific amount of Sundays. We all have varying schedules, but the question is, when you can be there, are you there? But even more importantly than just being there physically with the church, it's more important. The overarching idea is that we would be with Jesus. And one of the places we will learn that is on Sunday mornings, what that means. It's not what we do for Jesus, but it's actually being with Jesus. And so, again, we'll be unpacking this in the coming weeks, but that's a priority for us in 2024, 2025, that we would be people who are be here, be engaged, be in the presence of Jesus, and be at the Sunday morning gathering and be engaging, so that we can be built up. We want to be built up in Christ. We want to be more like Jesus. We want to experience the fullness of kingdom living. We want to experience the human flourishing that is apprenticing with Jesus. And so again, we'll flesh that out. So that's the first piece. Be here, engage, so that we can be built up. Be present with Jesus, so that we can be built up. And then second is buy in, so that we can build out. We have a lot of momentum as a church in the sense of growth and just exciting things that are happening, things that can be built out. But for us to do that, we have to buy in with our time, talent, and treasures. So we need to give more of ourselves, of our time, and of our talents. We need to give more of our treasures. And so, again, we're going to handle that with grace. We're going to handle that with the unique nature of each individual's availability and everything like that. But again, we're going to be focusing on, over the next 2 years, about what does it look like for us to buy in with our time, talent, and treasures, so that we can build out Mercy Village Church. We're still building. We're still young. We're still babies. We want to build out the ministry, build out the structure, build out the impact of Mercy Village Church in the coming 2 years. We'll unpack that even more in the coming weeks. Our member class got moved back. We have not rescheduled the date exactly, but if you were wanting to get on the member class and hadn't had a chance to, stay tuned. We'll have a new date released soon. Pray for Abide Bible Church. Jamal and Sabrina Hyman and the folks at Abide Bible Church, they will be having their inaugural service this coming Sunday at 2:30 p.m. We're going to pray for them in our Sunday gathering this coming Sunday. But be thinking of them this week and praying for them this week. Again, that's Jamal and Sabrina at Abide Bible Church. Pastor Jamal and his wife, Sabrina, at Abide Bible Church in Goldsboro, North Carolina, one of our partners in ministry. And then lastly, the passage for this week is Matthew chapter 5, verses 38 through 42. And it really is about that urge we have sometimes to retaliate against those who have wounded us and what Jesus calls us to as Christians. And it's a little bit different than what the world might say is okay for us to do. We're going to take ownership of that together and look at the human flourishing that can belong to us as we apprentice with Jesus, following him in this kingdom way. So that's all coming. Excited about everything that lies ahead for us. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you on Sunday.